a trip. This movie is called The Sixth Day. What you want to pay attention to is the title. The title is inspired by the verse in the Bible that talks about God creating the earth and the heaven in 6 days. In that same chapter of Genesis, it also talks about male and female being created. Well, this movie is banking off of that very scripture in the Bible in Genesis where it talks about male and female being created. The movie is based on a man who's trying to imitate or play God just because he knows how to clone humanity. Now, like I said, the movie is a trip because even though on this movie they come off as normal people just walking around going about their daily lives, there was nothing normal about them, bro, because they were straight up clones. These were not regular people. And most of them didn't even know they died and was brought back as a clone. Now, the main character of the movie was supposed to be a clone, and he didn't even know it. Imagine pulling up to your yard getting off of work, and you see a reflection of yourself working in your garage. That's what he saw. But it's been revealed at the end of the movie, the person who he accused of being a clone is actually the real person, and he's the clone. Now, this is what I want to point out about this movie. Because when he finally caught up with the people who's responsible for cloning him, he asked them, how did you do this? Now, of course, when this movie came out in the early 2000s, nobody was actually paying attention to what he was saying in this movie and what they were showing you. But if you rewatch it now, today, you go wonder like, hold on, what's really going on? When he found out about the cloning stuff, he asked him, how did he get all this information about him? Because he knew his whole life, everything. It was in that small little CD. They tricked him into making him think that he was getting a vision test off of this machine, but really, they was taking samples of his DNA. Stealing his DNA, bro. But to him, they just checking his eyes. Now, what does that say about the world we living in? When they take our blood or get our thumbprint, taking the COVID test, and then they can tell you they ran these tests for this, but really doing it for something else. It just makes you wonder and think. Now, when it comes to cloning, which is what this movie about, let it go, bro. It's not gonna happen. It don't even make sense. There is no such thing as human being cloning. And this movie will show you and tell you in so many ways, bro, that human cloning will never happen, bro, and it don't even make sense. And even if they do clone a human being, even if they are successful, that's not going to be a human, bro. It's going to be a false version of a human being. It's not going to even have a soul. You can't transfer souls, bro. You're not God. No one is God. There's only one God. But we go play our little game for those who believe in the clones and you can clone people and all that. This scene right here says a lot. Listen to what this dude is saying. This is the dude who owns the clones and who have the professor making them for him and all that. Look at what he is saying, bro. Tell me if this makes sense. Look at what he said. He said, we will finally be able to conquer death. If cloning is so important and it's all about bringing people back from the dead and conquering death, then why in the hell they haven't brought anyone or anybody that was resourceful or that's important or that left an impact in this world back to life? But y'all over here saying Gucci Mane a clone, Kodak Black a clone. Bro, what is the damn point of cloning a damn rapper? Then y'all said they cloned Jamie Foxx. Why, bro? Why would they waste their time with all the hard work of cloning? Why would they waste their time cloning Jamie Foxx and rappers? What's the resourceful and beneficial benefits that come with cloning these actors and rappers? They say they've been cloning since the Hitler days, bro. If that's the case, why they didn't clone Martin Luther King? You know, somebody like that, a prominent figure. But back to what he said about cloning. He said this, and then We won't have to lose our best people. We won't have to lose our Mozarts. He named Mozart because Mozart was a prolific, influential figure. You know what I'm saying? And then he went on to say, we won't have to lose our Martin Luther Kings. We'll be able to conquer death. Notice that he ain't named no rappers, actors, singers, or performers. Because you gonna always have that, bro. It's very easy to get a rapper to promote a demeaning lifestyle and music to his own people and lead them straight to hell. That's easy, bro. But when it comes to prominent figures like Martin Luther King, it will make sense to clone him because he was one of those guys that you just don't see every day and you won't see.
Appreciate y'all for watching. Like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Black Puma 8, and leave a comment.
All of my hoes to my hoes, that's for sure.